Hey guys, Jimmy Kāsh Bevetti here, and I want to continue to share with you how I shot an independent feature film for under $20,000 and how you can do the same thing for under $25,000. Today we're going to talk about the editor. The editor is your big money item. If you were at an art auction, the editor is your Van Gogh. If you were collecting baseball cards, your editor is your Babe Ruth. If you go down the street to El Famous Burrito, your editor is a chicken tostada with verde sauce and a side order of orange rice. So that's a pretty big deal. Your editor is basically the one who puts all the puzzle pieces together. Your camera person is going to put all your raw footage onto a hard drive, and the hard drive goes to your editor. Now there's a couple of different routes you can go here. One is that you can give your editor the script, storyboards, hard drive all the raw footage, and just tell them, okay, put it together. The other route is a little more tedious, and I would suggest you as the director go this route. First thing I did was watch all the raw footage and list everything. Every separate day of filming should have its own file. Give each file its own unique name. In that file, you're gonna have all the different takes you shot on that day. So all those takes are gonna be numbered from take 1 to take 2 and up. So as an example, we're gonna look at a file I named driving scenes. First 4 takes were all close-ups of actress Jacqueline Francine, who plays the role of Shayna. So we have take 0001 through take 0004, and they're all listed as Shayna, close-up, and then give a brief description of what's happening. In this case, it's driving to theater. And you want to do this for all of your footage for the entire movie. Probably the best way to do this is after every couple days of filming, name your files, go through each individual take, and list everything. Eventually what you're going to do is you're going to put together the blueprint for your entire movie. Follow along with your script and your storyboards and write out everything, every exact take, along with the exact seconds you're gonna play that take. So for the driving scenes that we were just referring to, it might look like this. The file name is at the top of the sheet, driving scenes. We're also listing the script pages, and in this case, it's pages 67 to 68. We're starting with take 0033, which is an exterior shot of the car driving past left to right. We're going to use take 0033 from its 19-second mark to its 24-second mark. Then it's take 0004 from the 44-second mark to the 51-second mark. This is a Shayna close-up. Then it's a close-up of my character Cole in take 0014 from the 18-second mark to the 25-second mark. You're going to do this for your entire movie. A lot of people won't have the patience to do an entire movie like this, and you can easily just hand off everything to the editor and hope for the best. But if you have the time to write out the blueprint for your entire movie like this, it's going to simplify things a ton for your editor, and it's going to put you guys on the same page immediately. Keep in mind the blueprint doesn't have to be set in stone. Your editor is probably going to make some suggestions and change things up a little bit, but you're still basing everything off of your blueprint. 2 of the other major items your editor is in charge of would be music and sound effects. For sound effects, I'm going to highly recommend a site called Zapsplat, zapsplat.com. They have a huge catalog of sound effects, and they've even got some music on there, and it's all completely free. I'm not sure if it's a requirement, but if you use any of their material, it's probably a good idea to mention them in the credits. We did. There's a scene in Girl in the Refrigerator where my character heads to a wooded area and dumps a bicycle in a lake. We recorded sound that day, but we didn't use any of that sound. The sound for that entire scene is a mixture of 6 different sound effects from Zapsplat. Take a look. For music, I would recommend artlist.io. We paid $200 for a 1-year subscription, and once you've paid that fee, any music you put in your film from that site is legally covered for life. Just make sure to include the song titles and the artist you used in the credits. Storyblocks is another good site for music. I think it's $30 a month, and the same deal as Artlist, where once you pay that fee, your film, it's legally covered for life. Okay, now let's take a look at what this editor is going to cost you. For my film, I used 2 editors, and the combined cost was $6,600. So let's bump that up and say you're paying your editor a one-time fee for $8,000 to complete your film. Some of the free sites where you can search for editors in your area are Stage 32, Production Hub, and Mandy.com. You want to have a good working relationship with your editor. Before you sign any paperwork, you want to agree on what you would consider to be a reasonable amount of time for your editor to complete the project. Good idea is to have your editor start from the top and send you the film in 10 to 20 minute sections as it's being put together. You're probably going to go through the entire film 3 or 4 or 5 times, but it's all going to be worth it. And that's the end of today's lesson. Look for us in the next episode. We're going to discuss locations, props / set design, and casting. I'm giddy with anticipation. See you guys next time.